Have a look at this, guys. We've got a ton of disgustingly cheap upgrades. These are from ADU Racing, or DU Racing. I was on AliExpress the other day, just doing some other RC shopping, and these caught my eye. And look, we've got shock towers, braces, hinge pin braces. These are all supposed 70-75 metal, but they were so cheap. And it, you know, often buy cheap, buy twice is the saying, isn't it? But I thought it'd be worth a shot. All of this cost around, I can't remember, it was about £70, $70. Which, you know, you're getting a set of shock towers, a set of braces, all of the stock parts on these Arrmas. I mean, look, front shock tower's bent, rear shock tower's bent. The braces are normally plastic, hinge pin braces are normally plastic. They're not awful. If you're sort of driving sensibly, is maybe the word, you get away with it. I've kept most of the stock parts on it for now, but I saw these. It's got to be worth a shot. I mean, they're a lot thicker than the stock ones. Obviously, your normal favourite brands for me anyway, Scorched Parts, M2C Racing, GPM. But these could be a new contender. I've never seen them before. I don't know if they're a new brand or not. But first looks, looking all right. So we're going to chuck them on there. Let's get some comments on here. Oh, look, it's me. Oh, it's me talking. Shush. New pinned chat. Don't care. Oh, it's people. We've got Tidy, Dan, Gaines and Felix. All right, guys, thanks for joining. Look at all this, look. Cheapness. Hopefully it's going to be worth it. Well, worth the gamble. Because it was a bit of a gamble. But worst case, we found out that there's a crap company. But there we go. Rear, I think that's a rear hinge pin brace. Front rear. Rear front and a front one. Shock towers and braces. Oh, look, I got a new body for it as well. So this is the Notorious XL, so basically a fireteam. I've got this Talion 6S body for it and just extended it a little bit. These are the closest you'll get the Talion body. It almost reaches. You just need to add maybe, what's that, just over an inch? Probably about an inch worth. That is a bit of BMW bumper. But yeah, actually looks really nice on there, especially with the crate and wing as well. I actually think it looks really good. But anyway, we're going to get some of this fitted. I originally bought these for Pete to put on his Kraton. So we'll see. We'll get these fitted first. If I haven't had enough by then, we might fit these, but I might save them for him so he can come out with us to the skate park and we'll see how good it all is. But let me know. Should we chuck them on the Kraton and keep these for this, or just chuck it all on one car? I'm not really sure. It could be selfish. But maybe we'll save them. So set this up quick. We'll get them fitted. Yeah. Sorry, terrible camera work for a minute. Oh. There we go. That light in a bit further. Closer so I can see the comments. So I think first, let's do the shock towers first. That's going to be the biggest job, I think. Well, I suppose the hinge pin brace as well, so that's why I might leave them till last. But look at these though, look. These metal braces, they've actually got little metal sort of stubs on them, which the plastic ones have got, but they always snap off. When you do a big jump and the chassis flexes, it just shears them off. But with these being metal, they're going to lock into the chassis, I reckon. And that's going to really help stopping them bend, and obviously the whole thing's metal. That, as everyone knows, it is one of the biggest problems on the Arrmas is the chassis. I mean, it's not awful in my opinion. If you do a really bad landing, they do completely bend. But general stuff, they bend pretty easy, but if it's just a little bit, it doesn't affect the car from working. I guess it doesn't matter too much, but these are going to be a nice upgrade. They'll keep it a bit straighter. I do want to get the CRCU centre brace because that will really help. These ones, even though they're metal, they're not very good. So At some point I'll get that, maybe even a scorched chassis, but for now I just want to test these out, see how much of a difference it makes. So these are Italian shock towers. I've gone for the Italian body, so I'm hoping it's all going to sit a bit lower, and with them being shorter than the Kraton ones, obviously there's less, what do you call it, bendy ability. So they should hopefully be the answer, but we're going to see, because I've had really thick shock towers in the past that have, you'd think because they're thicker they'd be stronger, but because they're made out of such bad material they're almost worse. But these are supposed 70-75, so we'll see. Right, tools. I accidentally stole that one off my friend, I've got to give it back, but we'll use it for today. What size are these then? Start with these. I mean, it's quite a big job changing shock towers, but it's one of the main things I always break on these or bend. So hopefully these are going to solve it. Because it is a bit of a pain having to always change them. The stock ones bend so easy. I was going to get scorched ones for it, but I saw these and thought, you know what, it's worth giving it a shot. But if not, I'll go for the scorched ones and probably go for a scorched chassis eventually, but they are expensive. It's worth it once you've got it, but they are expensive, and I've got another project I've got to finish, which I might show you in a bit actually if some more people join. I've absolutely been wetting myself to get it finished and it's nearly there. I've been working on it for about 2 months. Tidy will know. I got it out for a little test run the other day, and my God, it is good. Something to put that under there, otherwise it's all going to go saggy. Get that off. Front one's not too bad actually, it's the rear one that's more difficult to change because you've got all the wing mount. Do you know what, I've got power tips in here. That'll make it all a bit quicker. Got these off AliExpress as well. It's full titanium, so they're nice and strong. Don't strip the screw heads as easy because they're nice. They sort of don't wear out as quick because they're so solid. I'm going to get that in there. They're a good price as well. Angle that, got that out. Look. Going on there? Oh crap! Oh, I nut and bolted them, didn't I? That's why it's not coming out. Whoops. Does make it more of a pain to get the shock tower off when you need to, but it does make it so much stronger if you just run a nut behind this screw, so it pins both of them together almost. Yeah, always put on those little nuts on the other side, makes them so much stronger. Stops them ripping off the bulkhead as easy. So there we go. Old shock tower, a little bit bent. It was worse the other day, but then I took it out again and it sort of straightened it a bit. I must have landed it badly the other way. But they do bend pretty badly. I've done quite a few worse than that. So this should be a worthy upgrade. Right, let's have a look then. Oh. Get 2 screws in this. It's It's not probably not enough. Oh, it's thick. Where's the other one? It's a lot thicker than the old one, that. Oh no, it's not. I've lied. That bit's thicker in the middle there, look. So the outer bits are the same, but that middle bit's thicker. Oh, and that's thicker as well at the bottom. Just a little bit thicker. But if it's 70-75, it's still going to be a lot stronger. Looks nice. Looks very nice. And they are smaller as well. So even if it is, I mean, I don't think it should be a lot stronger being 70-75, but even if it isn't, because it's so much smaller, it's not going to bend as easy. It's got to be better than the stock one, isn't it? Surely. Through there. What do you reckon, guys? They're going to be worth it or not? If I just wasted a load of money. I can't really find any reviews on YouTube about them either. There's a couple of videos, people saying they seem pretty good, but there's no proper in-depth reviews on them. Not that I could find. Maybe there is. I'll have to have a look. But we'll give it a good test. See what happens. Get that nut behind there. So much stronger with that nut behind it. Where's the other one going? Upgrades! We have got upgrades, Dwayne. We've got cheap upgrades. Cheap AliExpress upgrades that could be well, they are a gamble. We're going to find out if they're actually any good or not. But I've got all this. Braces, hinge pin braces, shock towers. All of it cost about £70. Which, you know, you compare it to other prices. I don't know, how much would all that cost? Fortune. I'm going to say 200 minimum. Probably more for all that. This was cheap. We like cheap things. Well, I do, just a cheapskate, clearly. Starting to strip a little bit. Tell you what, I'll give it to them. It looks nice in that silver colour. Looks so much better than the stock ones. So, oh dear. Tell you what, that's a scorched one as well. Scorched shock standoff. That is almost snapped. Bent as well. Man. What were we saying about scorched, I think? They're good. I've had some good luck with them. I'm not going to knock them, but I've never done it on the stock ones before though. Yeah. Get that off. Got to get them off anyway. Oh man, don't want it because it's bent. Shiny bits! Lots of shiny bits. Oh dear. No, I have really bent that. That's a surprise. Has anyone else bent a scorched shock standoff? They're like twice as thick as the stock ones. I didn't think it would. But I suppose it's better it bends than snaps because the stock ones always bend. I have to see my concentration face in the replay. Might have to try drill. So do I. I like shiny bits. Normally means more durable car, or hopefully. Oh, it does not want to come off. No. Man. Okay, let's get the other one off for now. We can get most of it fitted on there. Struggle with that in a minute. Concentration face again. Drilling face. What do you reckon, Paul? Are they going to be any good? You're a basher. They are cheap 70-75 parts. Are they actually going to be that good? Oh, tell you what I've got to do on these. I've got to drill these out. The holes for the scorched standoffs because they're slightly bigger. Got to do that. That's easy enough. Yeah, normally it's just the bolt that bends, but the whole thing's gone that. The whole, like, oh, you can see that. The whole thing's on the cock. No, like I say though, it's probably better that they do that than snap. Because I always snap the stock ones. You don't have to do that bad of a jump or big of a jump to snap them. And they've outlasted the stock ones by far. I've done some massive jumps with this. Not even in this form. When it used to be notorious, it was like really sent that high. So they've lasted pretty well, to be fair. And they give you spare screws in the packet as well. So, you know, it's not too bad. Not used before, surely best in stock. Yeah, definitely. No, I think so. I was told you get what you pay for, but cheap. But buy cheap, get cheap quality. Yeah, well that's usually the case. It's true. But we'll see. I've seen a couple of good reviews on YouTube. There's not much, like I say, but for the people that have got them, or you tried them, they seem quite happy, so we'll see. But yeah, I don't know, it's a bit of a gamble, isn't it? Oh, there they are. All fitting together nice though, it's a good sign so far. None of it's been made wrong. Yet. Oh, these are a pain, getting these little washers in. And then getting the arm in as well. Actually, you might not need as many. Because, oh no, of course you will. Where did that go? How much there? A thick one and a thin one, there you go. one. Get the arms in first, it sort of brings it back together a bit, makes it a bit easier to work on. Is it going in? No. Now it's going in. Had a stressful day, Tidy. What's happened? What's happening? Don't worry, Sundays only. Oh, it's ages away actually, isn't it? Honestly, I'm ready for Sunday already. Got my new build out. I've never enjoyed a race day so much. I mean, the weekender was amazing, but actual time on track last Sunday was just best day I've ever had. I can't wait. It's only Tuesday. Where did I put that? Where did I just put that? Oh, it's in there already. Just one of those days, yeah. Not every day's a Sunday. Oh, sorry to hear that though, dude. It's fine. There'll be a video in a couple of weeks of me miserably failing with cheap upgrades that I decided to take a chance on. That'll cheer you up. I'll probably bring it down to the track and give it a little try. You can all laugh at me. How much were those parts again, Toby? Yes, that's why they're completely bent to pieces. With a bit of luck, they'd be really good. We would have found a bargain for everyone. But in saying that, there will always be, well, I was going to say a place, but they're always going to be probably top of the range, aren't they? Old Scorched and M2C. This company don't make any don't make any chassis or anything like that. And can you really see a better chassis coming out than Scorched? I mean, maybe one day, I suppose. Back when a lot of people in their sort of 30s, 40s thought that Tamiya's were there. You'd never get better than a Tamiya or something. But I don't know. Certainly at the moment, I can't see any companies coming along and making better parts than them. Evening, Harley. How are you? Yep, Sunday's going to be the one. I know, I can't wait. It's the proper race day as well, which is going to be good. So I reckon it'll actually be pretty busy. I mean, it's been really busy the last few practice days. But for a first proper race day, I think it's going to do really well. Oh, nice. I've still got a Scorched RC drill bit, which is the perfect size for drilling out the shock towers for these. Need some Scorched ones. I snap stock ones all the time. Yeah. Oh, you snapped one the other day, didn't you? Yeah, they're not great, the stock ones. Any sort of mild hard bashing there, they give up. It's the wrong angle. It's pretty tough to drill through. That could be a good sign. Sorted. Okay, just fit through there. Lovely. Screw. Oh, nice one, Harley. Come down to the track. Nice one. Oh, you're going to love it. You haven't been down since the Astro's been done, have you? Nice. Game changer. And I've got a proper race kit now as well. Oh, I'm going to show you all. Let's interrupt the old build for a minute. Give you a little close-up of how it's going, though. Anyway, so look at it. I've got a Techno ET48 and Brad JRC has done me my own custom body shell. This, oh, I don't know. I love bashers. I really do. Bashing's just, it's always been my favourite sort of form of RC car for whatever. I used to have a little WL Toys and I'd bash it around the garden and stuff when I was, I don't know, about 9. But I love my bashers. But this thing, I got this out on track last Sunday. And just with the body shell and the way it handles is just amazing. I love it. Just got it. I mean, I say it's finished. It's not really. I've got to get a different power system for it. But it's sort of ready for some light racing. And it's just brilliant. I thought this thing was good. That's an old Kyosho thing. But it's nothing compared to this. I love it. Absolutely love it. But also, love a bit of bashing as well. So both are sort of, you know, I'm into both. But I've never driven anything like the Techno. Never driven anything like that in my life. So it was a bit of a game changer. Looking fresh. Yes, it is. I only had one little outing. Evening, Ryan. How are you? Don't know what the hell happened to my voice then. I apologise. Hello, Ryan. Okay, that's on there. Good thing is it brings it all a bit further down with these Italian shock towers, so that means I can adjust my preload a little bit as well. That's on there. Right, I'm going to try and quickly straighten this out in the vise, but I'm not going to make a meal out of it because it will take forever. Forever otherwise. Yeah, it's a little bit better. Give that a go. Oh, I need to plug my phone in. Hold on a minute. Sorry, head in the way. Has that made the noise? Yes, there we go. Right, charging. Sorry. Carry on. Right, is this going to come out now? Just managed to straighten it a little bit. They look suspiciously like M2C towers. So they're from ADU Racing, revoltingly cheap, which means there potentially could be a load of rubbish. But that's why I brought them. I think it'll make a good video. Whatever happens, whatever the outcome is, the title is either going to be World's Best Cheap Upgrades or something, or Cheap Upgrades Fail. It's going to be one of the two, but either will make a good video. I either want to make a massive tit of myself, or I found everyone a nice bargain. Whatever happens, it will be interesting, and it gives me an excuse for a skate park outing, which I'm always going to be up for. This is a little bit bent, but at least it's going on. Oh Christ. Right, oh dear. I'll have to order some more of them. Long jump competition. Probably, I mean, I think we're going to do the tree jump again this year at Badlands at the Weekender, possibly. Don't hold me to that. I may have made that up, but We're going to do it at some point. I'm not sure if it's definitely going to be at the Weekender, but it would be nice to do it then. I'll probably use this as a backup, but I'll use my proper high jump car for that. I built my sort of, it's another Fireteam. It's got a bit of Typhon in it as well, so that's one of my favourite cars actually. But yeah, I will use this as a backup. Definitely, but you know, it's just not geared as high, smaller power system. But yeah, definitely, I'll bring this along for a try. Oh, look at that, lovely. It looks good, and it all went on there nicely, so looking good so far. Get the body posts back on. Just got to do the rear one, chassis braces, and then I think, yeah, I'm going to give those hinge pin braces to Pete for his Creighton, and he can give them a test. Because to be fair, it'd be nice to, you know, test them on different cars for different driving styles. What do you reckon, guys? Are they going to be, is it a colossal waste of money, or have I found a bargain? They all say 70 to 75 on them. You know, it's not always the truth though, is it? How does the body sit on there? Oh, bugger it. I've put the body post on the wrong way round. I know why, because this is actually a proper Italian shock towel. I was running the Creighton one on there before. Hold on, so it goes that way round, I think. They all fit perfectly. So far, from a fitment perspective, they're pretty good. Got TAF RC in, or TAFF. Sorry if I messed up the name. Evening. There we go, now it sits on there. Oh, look at that. Sits much lower now, that looks nice. Sitting down like that. Oh, that's made the whole thing suddenly a lot more sexual to look at. Well, I'm pleased with it so far, and I've not even driven it yet. Right, rear one. There's a bit more of a ball ache because you've got the wing mount, but yeah. Hopefully it's going to be worth it. Oh dear. Crack the bulkhead. Oh, is it just the case? Can I get away with just doing the case? The lid. Yeah, I think I can. Good. Okay. God, remind me to do that because I'll forget otherwise. I'll do that in a minute. I think I've got a spare lid somewhere. Oh yeah, over there. slammed style. I know it was good. Yeah, I've got the RPM wingman on this actually. I've had it on there for, I don't know, 6 months now. It came with the car. I've had the car for 6 months, I think, now roughly. But always break the stock ones. But this is like about the same price as well. I recommend them, they're good. But upgrades wise, I haven't got too much on here. I've got GPM metal hubs, which I bought off Jody, which I still owe him the money for, which I must message him. Just remembered. So I've got, yeah, GPM hubs. Obviously we'll have all the ADU bits, big motor. And yeah, sort of a custom build. I've got an EXB diff as well in the front. I've got to do the rear one eventually. What else do I need to take off of here? Let's take that bit off tonight. In there, take the wheel off. It's actually one of my favourite platforms, the fireteam. As a basher, it's just perfect. You've got the width of the Kraton, the length of the Mojave. It just handles so well and they jump nice. That's why I loved the Big Rock that we got to review recently. I mean, that thing just handled so well. I'm tempted to get a set of the wheels, of the Big Rock wheels and tyres for this. Did that come off easier than these? Christ. Because they were nice. They made it slide really well and sort of handle perfectly. What cars have you got currently? I lose track with all the new builds. It's the thing. I haven't got as many RCs as it looks like on the channel because I often convert stuff. This is the Notorious. The long jump car was the Typhon, which I then rebuilt the Typhon after that because it was one of my favourite cars. So currently I've got, can I show you around with the camera in a minute? I've got Typhon, rally car, fireteam jump car, Techno. I've got that old Kyosho which I never use. Outcast 8S, couple of speedrun cars, drag car, and this. It's not an obsession, it's a passion. But I bet Ryan, I bet you've got more. Oh, Harley's the worst because his dad's into it as well. So Harley and Al, between them, I think have got every single RC that's ever been released. Which is brilliant when we're all trying to decide what to buy or whether we want to buy a new thing. It's quite handy really. But yeah. No, I love it. I've mainly got Arrmas. I'm a bit of an Arrma fanboy, but I just love their platforms. They handle really well. They're durable if you put the right upgrades on them. You don't have to smother them in upgrades, but there's a few things, sort of key ones that you do, and they're actually pretty good. I'll take it over an X-Max anyway, a fireteam. Push that over there. No. Oh, there we go. What rally car have you got? I've got that one I built recently. The Hyper GT. I've got a couple. I've got the Hyper GT Rally, which I just built, the red one. And I've got a Hyper GTB that used to be a GT, but I put the GTB chassis on it and use it for speed runs. And I haven't had that out in a while. I've been waiting for the weather. It's been winter. It's been awful. But yeah, I've got the rally cars, Hyper GT Habeo. It's really good actually. I need to get a different ESC for it though. I want to get a... What's the hell with? I want to get a Max 8 ESC for it. I had a little 4S one in there and it's okay, but it just gets a bit warm and cuts out. So I think I might get a 6S one for it when I've got a bit of spare money. I'll get it ready for the weekender at Badlands because I want it for there, definitely. Well, I properly cracked that case. Normally the whole thing goes. I'm lucky to get away with that because that is a horrible job to replace them. I'm tempted to get metal ones, metal bulkheads, but they're expensive. And if you do a really nasty landing with a metal bulkhead, bad things occur. So, don't know. It might be worth just sticking with the plastic ones so then there's a weak spot and replacing them. But it is a horrible thing to replace. Paul can say with an ESC. I did ask him for a motor the other day. I bought this motor off Paul. It's brilliant. It gets a bit warm, does get a bit hot, but it's got bags of power. Paul, we got any ESCs? I'm DJing the weekend. What, you got a little DJ stall then? That's probably not what it's called, is it? A DJ stall. Oh, I can't wait for that. I had a bit of a fright though the other day. We've got a family holiday booked in September. I haven't been on holiday for a few years now. Been quite a while. But that is in September. I went, I asked my mum, Mum, when is our holiday? Because it sort of might be the Badlands Weekender roughly then. It's 2 days afterwards. So I'm going to do the Weekender, get home, and then go on holiday. So, but the point is I can go to both. Because that'll be a tricky one, deciding the ultimate RC weekend or the first holiday in a warm country in years. Right, we've got the rear one, which looks even more evil and beefy. That's heavy actually, wow. That's still got the standoffs and the mount on it. And I'd say that's one still heavier. Have we found some cheap quality? Or have we been fooled? God, it's dark already. Oh, I'm getting excited now. I'm liking the look of these parts. Looking nice. Oh, hold on, have I used the wrong... Oh, bugger. I used the wrong ones. It's called a booth. There you go, not a stall. I don't know, you have some competition, Tidy. There's always old Pringle down at the end of the what's it called? Shelter in his car, blasting his radio. Why is that not going in? Let's get the standoffs on first. The rear one's bent. No. So the rear standoffs are fine on the scorched ones, so that may have just been a properly nasty landing on that front right one. So I'll let them off for that, because to be fair, in whatever configuration this car's been in, it's done some big jumps onto concrete and stuff. And the stock standoffs would have broken years before. That's why I replaced them. Always break them. So, definitely a worthy upgrade. And fairly inexpensive considering how much stronger they are. Because Arrma charge a lot for their parts. I hate to say it, but they can be brutal with their with their prices. I bet Arrma standoffs are like at least £15 for a set. Scorched ones are 20. and you get spare screws, and they outlast the stock ones by far. Just saying. Yeah, we'll see if Pringle greases the decks. Right, drilling. It's tough metal. That's a good sign though, isn't it? I will clear up my mess. Arrma alloy bulkheads for £103, I know, and you can get Trill ones for 60. Sorry, Arrma. But yeah. You can always go to JD's RC and then you get the Arrma metal bulkhead with the EXP dip inside for £103, which sort of makes it worth it. Actually, that does make it worth it. But I think I'd probably go for the Trill ones because you can get all different colours. And if these shock towers last, I'd get the silver ones to match. That would look nice. Oh, he's tempted me now. That would look really good. I do love a silver car actually. That's what's nice about building an M2C or Scorched car, is that you get all these sort of silver parts. It looks very smart. I got Arrma 6S standards for £2.50 each. Where from? What, new? Surely no, not new. Bloody motorbikes. No, they cost more than that new, wouldn't they? We'll have to buy them as a set. Probably a good thing, to be fair. Got Arrma alloy bulkheads as they came on the car. Oh, have you got the new Creighton Harley? Of course you've got the new Creighton Harley. Ooh, are you bringing it on Sunday? I haven't seen one yet. I was hoping we might get one to review from Rochester for the weekend. Maybe. Not this weekend, just at some point. Because they look nice. They look really nice. I mean, if you're buying the car with there's no problem with the Arrma alloy bulkheads. They're all the same. Scorched, Trill, they're all going to be the same, really. But it's buying them aftermarket. You might as well get Trill ones because they're half the price. But I'm talking. Yeah, I think new out the box. They're one of the best features that Arrma's brought out on some of their cars. That and the metal chassis braces. Maybe. Oh, he has! He'll be bringing it Sunday. Oh, we'll have to have a little look at that. That new body shell looks nice as well. Get me jealous, Harley. No, do you know what? I think I'd actually, if I didn't have this, because I've got two fireteams, and a Typhoon. I've got 3 6S Arrmas. They all share the same bulkheads, and bulkheads are a pain. But I think if I was going to get another Arrma, at the moment, I would go for the K4, the Creighton 4S, the green one. Man, that looks nice. I think I'm going to buy one. I was going to buy the Outcast 4S, but the Creighton's got my eye now. I think I really want one of them. That's sort of on the list. But as for that, I think probably wouldn't buy anything else, to be honest. Unless, the one thing I would buy, if Arrma ever released it, which I don't think they will, but if they ever one day grace us with its presence, an 8S infraction. Oh my goodness. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? Sorry, I've got to reach for this bulkhead. Can you imagine that? The evilness of an 8S infraction. That'd be beyond. I wouldn't handle it. I would get overexcited. That's why the Crazy XP RTR makes all that bloody thing all a lot more sense price wise compared to the Big Rock. It's true. The thing I like about the Big Rock is, oh dear me, is that, to be fair, it has got a lot of EXB parts. It's got EXB diffs. What else has it got? EXB servo saver. Loads of EXB parts. I mean, it doesn't have the metal bulkheads. Maybe it would have been nice to see that on there because it is a heavier truck. It's a little bit overpriced, maybe. Not as overpriced as a lot of people were saying. I don't think people have done enough research into what parts that car comes with. It's not just a BLX car. Body shells. We didn't have as many problems with it as other people said. Maybe that's because we didn't go as hard on it as some other channels. We put a few splits in it. Obviously, everyone's seen other videos where it's done a lot worse. Bloody hell. And it, yeah. Body shell maybe a little bit of a letdown. Price, maybe just like, maybe done it for like $699, but it's almost 800. It's a little bit expensive, a little bit. But the Crate and the XB is definitely not overpriced. Look at how much new parts that comes with. Look how many things they fixed on that car. That's one of the best releases this year, I think. What about an 8S Typhon? That would be cool as well, actually. Yeah, 8S Typhon or 8S Infraction. I'd rather see that than if they brought out like an 8S Mojave or something. I'd much rather see a Typhon or an Infraction. Toby, are you going to join in with us all getting mini Technos? Probably eventually. I mean, it took me a long time to get an ET 48. Took me a long time. I mean, that car's been out for 2 years. They've only just got one. I've only just built the 1/8 Techno, the ET48. Probably not yet. I would really like one. I haven't actually driven one yet. I've seen Paul's one go around the track and it looks nice. And it keeps up with the bigger ones as well, which is crazy. That's quite impressive. Impressing. Is that the right word? Yeah. Yeah, I like it. It's nice. Probably. Maybe not immediately, but yeah, I will do at some point, I would imagine. Test Senton would be quite cool. Like I said, I'd rather see the Typhon or an Infraction 8S. I think it'd be cool, but I think I'd rather see that. Spectrum RC, evening. Bad has got us a deal. Hang on a minute. Got us a little deal over 300. How much are they normally? They $450. No, they're $399 at the moment. Oh, there's a deal on it. I could always buy the kit, couldn't I? Just buy the roller and then put all the electrics in it in my own time. Don't have to do it all at once. That's sort of what I did with the 48. Why is that not going on? Maybe. Stop tempting me with cars. What am I doing wrong here? Heck. Yeah, if he's getting a deal on it, maybe. Although I tried to get the deal on the 48 and they wouldn't reply to my email. But if I could actually get the deal on it, then maybe. Maybe it's because I've done that up already. Oh, it's all greasy. Getting new parts all greasy already, look. Bloody diffs. What are you working on? This is my fire team, kind of. I'm calling it a fire team because it's a bit of everything as usual. I've done a couple of cars like that now. But I'm putting a load of cheap ADU racing parts on it that are $70-75 but really cheap. So it's sort of making it into a aftermarket Italian XL. Hopefully the parts are going to be really good, but they're cheap. They're budget parts, so we're going to see how good they are. But look, I've got loads. Got all of these bits. We were going to race them. That would be quite cool, wouldn't it? It would be quite cool, sort of just doing the like on an open track time. You know, you'd be doing all the ET48s, and they're like, right, put them away. Let's get the mini ones out. It would be pretty good, wouldn't it? Maybe. I mean, I really was not expecting to like the ET48 as much as I did. I was guessing it because everyone else has got one. I'm down at the track, you know, most weekends, and I just go off and hit the jumps. And I'm a bit, you know, I want to actually join in a bit more. Oh my God, I loved it. I mean, it's not even got a G2 power system in it yet. It's just got a little cheap power system in it, and I'm still like, oh my God, it's so good. So maybe I might have to. What is happening? Why is this not going on? Did the hex pins remain in place? Yes. Yes, it did. That was ridiculous. That will not be going in the techno video. But I had a little sneaky test with it off camera. Ryan was there at Badlands the other day, and the wheels just kept falling off. Like 3 times the wheels just flew off. I was like, what is going on? And these little drive pins just kept flying out because I might not have Loctited them. I Loctited the whole entire car except those bits, and they fell out. So of course everyone was like, no, you didn't Loctite it, did you? Well, I did. So yeah. But no, after the 2 little mishaps, or 2 or 3, I think it was 2 actually, they stayed in. Hopefully they will from now on. That was funny though. Got about halfway through the day and they'd finally stopped falling off, and everyone was like, blimey Toby, your car's still in one piece. Well done. You know it. Dear me. Brought it back into the pits after 3 laps. Everyone's like, he's broken it already. I have a skill. Well, yeah, that was a problem, wasn't it? They fell out once, I put them in with Loctite, and then everyone else pointed out that I'd actually only put them in halfway. And I'd done it wrong again. So then Ryan just built it for me and was like, right, let's give it here. I'll do it. And they never fell out after that. Oh dear. I was excited. I just wanted to get the car on the track. Didn't have time for building it properly. That's what you do here when you know, late evening after work. That's when you start building cars properly, not on site, when you've just been given a brand new body shell, brand new car, and a brand new track. The excitement, I couldn't bear it. Man, I'm lazy. What, you said me to come up with a name for me? Well, a lot of people call me Hammond. So I am a bit of a Hammond with my cars. I'm always, you know, just sort of chaotically crashing them, and, you know, a bit like with the whole wheel hex thing. So there's always been a bit of a Hammond thing, but I might have to come up with a name. Certainly not a James May type, am I? Finicky, perfectly, you know, built. Now, to be fair, I really took my time with that techno. The video has taken me forever. I'm not doing many videos at the moment. I'm filming loads and editing loads, but the technos, I've loved it. I've absolutely loved building it, but it has taken up a lot of time. So I just really want to take my time with it, make sure it's done properly, except the wheel hexes. But the rest of it's lovely. First, because I will lose my drive shafts. Which hole is that going to go in? What's it going in that one there? Oh, it goes in that one. There we go. Okay, do them up. It's all back together. With a new case on there. Oh, there's the old one. That I don't know how well you'll see it on the camera, but it split across there. But always replace them, even the little tiniest crack. Always replace the bulkheads, because once they start that tiny bit of play, you'll just strip your diffs. I've learned the hard way. It's the same if you start hearing your diff click, you shim it. If it's still clicking after that, don't think, oh, it's just the diff, I'll replace that and keep the original input gear. I see so many people do that, and it just strips the brand new diff instantly, because you've got that old input gear in there that's going to be, even if it doesn't look it will be mashed up. It's a pain. Diffs and diffs. It's diffs. It's the only thing I hate on these cars, and the bulkheads as well. Just the unreliable bit and the expensive bit as well. But you know, every car's got its weak spot. Look at these shock towers. They are making me happy. So well, that rear tower's bent, really bent. Yeah. See that? Rubbish. New one. It'll probably bend just as easy. Which way? Please go on, hopefully that way. Do you know what, let's double check, put them in a little bit. Right way. Yeah, perfect. Is the driver. That screw's a bit bent. Dear me. It's the wrong one anyway. Screw for that. That one. Go. Body post back on. That's on there. Wing mount, but before we put that on, we might as well put in the rear brace, because that's all sort of built in. This. So there we go, both towers are on, so now start doing the braces. Turn that off actually. Where's that other thing? Look at that. And these I am excited for. The braces, they should be, because they're metal, they're going to be better than the stock ones. Shock towers are a bit of a gamble, but I think the braces will be really good. I think they're about £12 for both. But the thing that sort of fills me with hope with them is that they've got that little metal notch built in. I'll show you. Oh, look at that. So they've got that little metal bit that locks into the chassis. The stock one's got it, but they always shear off from like barely any jumps at all. Because that's metal, that'll lock into the chassis and hopefully really stop it from bending. Hopefully. We'll see. We should probably Loctite this, otherwise it will come loose like my little hexes. See, I do Loctite things. There it is though, look. Looks nice. There's a little bit of awkward doing this. It all off. There we go. Oh crap. Oh, look at that. Quality in there, look. All sits up against there. It's looking good so far. Oh, will that fit? Oh no. Oh. Does the wing mount not fit then? Evening, Al. How are you? You joined me at a time. I've just realised I bought the wrong thing. I think that's not going to go through there, is it? Is it? Well, how does that? That doesn't make sense. Why doesn't that fit through there? Alright, it's not going through there. Okay. So I thought they were all the same, all the wing mounts for the Arrmas, for the 6S ones. Coolia. I'll take the front one out, get that fitted, that'll fit in there. lovely. There. Oh, hold on, that's the wrong size screw. I remember I drilled it out on the plastic one. What is it, that size? That's a bit small. I might drill that out in future. I don't like how small that is. It feels like that's going to snap off fairly easily. That's right, I'll leave it in there for now, but I think I will put a bigger one in there because that's the same size ones as like hold the fucking body posts in. That's bracing the whole chassis. Look at that. It fits. Sit there for a minute. A bit of that. So you coming down to Badlands there now on Sunday? Oh Christ. It's going to be so good. The track is so different to race round now. And I built my lovely new race kit just as it's all Astro, means it doesn't get dirty. For a minute, just so then it's sat on its own. That's right, we'll on in a minute. But that, except the wing mount, I think I'm going to have to order a new one, annoyingly. But that, I'm going to leave the braces off, the other braces, the Watsits, hinge pin braces, and I'm going to let Pete run them on his Creighton, I think. But they are all my bits sorted. I'll bring you in so you can have a look. There we go, look. Front shock tower fits on there perfectly, all the braces, and the rear one. I don't know, maybe those holes have been machined too small. No, I don't think they have actually, look. Maybe it's just this RPM wing mount, but I don't really want to get rid of that because it's really good. It's lasted really well, but it's definitely not going to fit through there. So, I don't know, I might have to see if a Typhon one will fit, possibly. Or I don't know, I'll have a look and see what the Talion's got, because they are Talion shock towers. So I'll probably just get one of them. But there we go. Body sits on there. I have to trim some of that foam off on there, I think, because it's obviously sitting a bit lower now because of them. But that, I mean, it doesn't look at its best at the moment because it's got no wing. But the point is that once it's done, all those parts are going to make it so much stronger. Hopefully, we're going to see. At the price, maybe not, but yeah, make a good video anyway, test them all out. I've just got to get my ESC back in there as well actually, but apart from that, sorted. It looks really nice actually. All of them in there, look, they look really good. So anyway, full video of that will be out soon, where I'm just going to basically, I'm not going to film obviously fitting them all in the main video. I'm just going to go straight out and run it and give them a test. Take it to the skate park, see how well it does. Hopefully, we're going to do really well. We would have had a nice bargain brand. But if not, you could all laugh at my demise. So anyway, I'll see you all later, guys. Thanks for joining. And keep an eye out for this video. I'm going to bring it down to the track on Sunday, I think. Give it a little test for those that are there. But yeah, look out for the main video. I'm going to take it to the skate park and see how good they are. And we've got all of these to test out as well. Full set of hinge pin braces. So keep an eye out for all that. And I will see you all very, very soon. So cheers for watching. See you later.